All right, let's talk about Palm Beach International Raceway. There's a big update on what's going on with it, who tried to buy it, and where it's at now. So, if you guys don't know, recently just came back on the market after being closed since 2022. It was purchased to build a fulfillment center, and it just sat empty. The bleachers are gone, the timing tower is gone, the bleachers were sold to BMP, the booth is kind of tore up. The tower is a little rough. It's not great looking. It needs some renovations, but nothing ever came of the property. It just sits, whether that be because they fought it at the town so much or because the motorsports community was pushing back on the local government to not let them build it. There's a few different reasons, but it recently came back up for sale, and one of the big people, and there was two parties trying to buy it that I know of to keep it a motorsports facility. Raul, that owns SGMP, he was working to try to purchase it somehow, and the RPM group. And if you don't know who the RPM group, I recently learned about them as well. They tried to purchase this. They had a $30 million secured financing, and they made a $30 million offer on this property. Eric Bentley, who owns late model GM Performance Shop in South Florida, Florida High Performance. He is the one that put this all together. The VP is Tim Mosiri, custom car builder. I know a lot of you guys know him. Builds some cool DeLoreans and stuff. They secured the financing. They made the offer. They tried to buy it. And unfortunately, it was outbid by over double. How crazy is that? So they put a $30 million bid in, and somebody bid double plus. So what, $70 million, $80 million? What are we talking about here? That's insane. Not only to build a drag, to fix up the motorsports park. I always call it a drag strip, but it's really not. It's more than that. It's a drag strip, and then they have a 2.5 mile road course that is really nice. And then they have a very large go-kart track that is also very nice. IAG Sports, when they bought it back in 2008, put a ton of money into it. IRG Entertainment put a ton of money into it, like $10 million after they purchased it, to fix up all of this. A full concrete quarter mile. It's probably the farthest south drag strip there is, at least a quarter mile. Well, not the farthest south, but farthest on South Florida, I would say. Bradenton might be a little farther south, and Immokalee, but it's pretty much the farthest south track there is. But again, this track needs millions of dollars back into it on top of the purchase price just to get it back up and running. I mean, 3 to 5 million ish, I would guess, on top of buying it before you even open the doors. And then not to mention the upkeep and all that. A lot of it is just like cleaning and weeding, but a lot of it is it needs a new tower. It needs new timing system. It doesn't have any timing system. It'll need scales. It'll need all of that good stuff back in there. Unfortunately, the tower's been destroyed, but that doesn't mean that it's over. Their offer is still in. The other party, I don't know who they are. They've remained private at this point, from me at least. I'm sure some people can figure out who they are, but I have no need to know who they are. They have remained private, and their offer is still in, but it can fall through. So there is a huge opportunity here for the RPM group to come back in if their offer does not stand. And now they are way different on price. So I don't know if this is there's a few people before them in price. Maybe somebody offered 50, maybe somebody offered 60, but there is a serious buyer in the automotive realm that gives me a lot of hope for this. Fingers crossed that the financing falls through on the other party and it falls back to the RPM group, because I think that this is the people to have it. I think that they seem like they have a plan. I mean, at this point, anybody that wants to keep it as a racetrack is a thumbs up in my book. So whether, they're the right people to run it or not, they are the people with the money, and they are the people with the plan, and they are the people that are trying to keep it a racetrack. So hopefully they can save Moroso Motorsports Park, PBIR. I am pushing for you guys, hoping for the best. I really think that everything might align, and maybe it'll still fall back into their hands. It's only been on the market for about 2 months now, so it's really not even that long, and anything can happen. I mean, you saw in 2022 it was sold and nothing ever happened, and then it sold again. So there's still hope. There is still a chance. So I know that was a bit of a ramble session, but that is the update I have on PBIR. Go check out the RPM Group website. I'll put the link in the description. There's some really interesting stuff there, and hopefully they make this happen because it'll be some cool stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, and I will see you next time.